Hey there everyone. This time it will be a short tutorial on how to continue using Windows 10 after October 2025. As you know, Microsoft has stopped the support and the updates for Windows 10, all the editions except the one that I will show you just now. And I am on a Linux, of course, because my laptop, it has dual boot. So I have a Windows 10, the edition that I will show you now, and the Linux. So it will be a short tutorial on how to download the file we need, how to make a USB to start installation on a new computer, on a live laptop, and how to install the Windows 10 edition that we need and continue using it. First things first, we need to open a new tab on your favorite web browser and go to the address that I will just copy paste here. I'm not going to say the name of the website because the algorithm is not happy with this website being talked about, so we can thank Microsoft for that. But you can just pause the video and you can just read the link here, the address of the website. So it's the long-term service channel, Windows 10, Internet of Things, Enterprise long-term service channel is what we need, the edition we need. The difference is there are two channels for Windows 10 and 11. So the general availability channel and the long-term servicing channel. The long-term servicing channel is what we need because it is long-term. So there are two editions, Enterprise long-term service channel and the Internet of Things version. If you don't speak English, if English is not your native language, and if you want to use this edition of Windows 10 in your own language, you will have to go for the Enterprise edition, not Internet of Things, because the Internet of Things edition is only available in English, sadly. And it is the one that receives 10 years of support, 10 years of updates. So you can read more about here. 2021, they released this edition, the version, and it is supported for 10 years. So that makes 2031 or 2032, something like that. Normal one, the ones that are not in English, they are only available till 2026, 5 years, sadly. So if you want 10 years, you can just use the English one. And what do we need is the ISO, which is right here. Windows 10 Long-Term Service Channel 2021. Internet of Things edition. It is only in English, like I said. This is the ISO file. If you want to use it in your own language, all the list is here. It's the Enterprise edition, not Internet of Things. So we have, I think, almost all principal languages spoken in the world. It's supported till 2026, so next year. This is what I use on my laptop, but even then I don't connect it to web that much. I only use it for software because there are so many like video editing and voice recording software that is not available on Linux. Also Photoshop, sadly. But I don't connect it to online, my laptop. I just use the Linux installation that I have to connect it to internet. What do we need is we need to download this file. It's the ISO file. You can see from the extension. We just click on it. It's going to verify if we are human or not. We are human. So download file. You can only download it for 3 to 6 hours because the links, they expire. So you just need to click on download file. It is going to start the download. There we have it. It is going to take some time, but I already have this file on my hard disks. So I'm just going to take it off and use it to make an installation USB disk, a bootable USB drive. Now we are on my main desktop PC. This is the PC that I use for video editing, a tiny bit of GIMP, Photoshop, voice editing, audio editing, and a few small games. And this PC runs on Windows 10 Internet of Things Enterprise Long-Term Service Channel. So the same Windows 10 edition that I showed you just now. And as you can see, I can use everything that I want. And this PC too, I don't connect it online because I don't want Microsoft to force me to update to Windows 11, because this PC is powerful enough for Windows 11. And also the NVIDIA drivers, because my card is not supported anymore. I don't want to update my NVIDIA drivers either. So the thing is, the first thing that everyone will tell you this is long-term service channel editions, they don't support like a lot of software. You cannot play video games on it. Most of the software, they stop supporting this edition, which is not true. You can use everything. It's basically a Windows 10. It's just designed for devices that have to be online and non-stop. For example, the computers in a hospital, the computers on a, let's say, ambulance, the computers on a police station. So the things that have to be air traffic control, the first thing. The stuff that has to be online and no issues whatsoever. So you can use it. It is supported till 2032, which I do. I'm using it, so there's no problem. The first thing that we will do is Rufus. It is a small software that we use to create bootable USB disks that we can put Linux or Windows on it. And this is a free software. You can download it online. It's really easy, and it is really small. I think it's 200 or 300 megabytes, something like that, the software itself. And what we will do is, the thing is, the Microsoft 10 edition that we will use is pretty big, so you need at least 16 gig USB disk. Make sure that USB disk is clean, there is no important data on it, and it has enough capacity, because you know the capacities are always smaller. If it says 16 gig, it's going to be 14 or 14 and a half, something like that. Reported this capacity is always lower. So, and just a heads up, for the SanDisk, if you are going to order a SanDisk USB, SanDisk brand, online, just be careful. It is the most faked USB disk on the whole planet. Same goes for SanDisk micro SD cards, for Nintendo Switch, for smartphones, for anything you can imagine, for a Steam Deck. There are too many fakes, so either go to a physical store and buy it in person, or order it from a really good seller on Amazon. So make sure that it is a genuine and original SanDisk. The other brands, they are not that bad. They don't have that many fakes, but SanDisk, I don't know why. Every single SanDisk on AliExpress, it's always fake. It's always fake. They are like 1 or 2 gig, because they are $2 or $3. So just be careful. I'm going to connect my USB disk to the PC. Yeah. Okay. No, it's not accessible. That's not a problem. Normally we should have the USB drive is here. There is no problem. It's because there is Lubuntu on it, and we will see if Rufus will see. We start the software. No need. We don't need updates. So there is multiple partitions on this G. It's not a problem because it's already 64 gig, so it's reported 58 gig, and we are going to select the disk or ISO image. We click, yeah, click on select. It is going to show us, and be careful where you put the ISO file, so you need to find it. I'm going to click on open. So we have the ISO file, Windows 10 Internet of Things Enterprise Long-Term Service Channel, 2021 edition, so 10 years, it makes 2031. And the image option, we have Windows to go or standard Windows installation. It is easiest is the standard Windows installation. GPT partition, we don't need to change. UEFI, we don't need to change. Advanced drive, so we can do list USB hard drive, we don't need. Enable runtime UEFI media validation, we don't need. Format options, we can give a name to the USB here. if we need. I'm not going to select, I'm not going to change. Advanced format options. Yeah, okay. Quick format is good. We don't need to check the device, I know it works. And I'm going to click on start. Okay, so you have few options on Rufus after click on start. You can create a local account with a username that you choose. It lets you get in directly in the local account without like setting up the Cortana or the data. So set regional options as to the same values. If you are doing this on the PC that you use currently, you can select this. Disable data collection, skip private connections, we can click on it. Disable BitLocker automatic device description, we don't need that either. I'm going to click on OK. It is going to give us a warning saying everything will be destroyed, so make sure you don't have any important data on it. I'm going to click on OK. It's okay, yeah, there are multiple partitions. Yeah, I don't. So if your USB is it is getting formatted, it's going to give us it's going to open the USB disk. If your USB disk is 2.0, this is going to take some time. It can last 10, 15, 20 minutes because USB 2 connection is a bit slow. If it's a USB 3.0, it is going to be much faster, and you can track the progress from here. The good thing with the Rufus is it proposes you the same options for the privacy and local account for Windows 11, and there is also an additional option to skip the TPM and the processor check. So if you want to install Windows 11 on a weak PC, and if you want to use it, stay updated, you can use Rufus to create it. You don't need Windows Media Creation Tool. I know it is the most common and everyone uses that because it's the easiest, but Rufus is really simple. You just need to select the ISO that you use and the USB disk that you are going to plug in to the PC. So this will take some time, and I will be fast forwarding it. And we are finished. So the USB disk is now ready to be used on a clean SSD or on a new PC or laptop. We just click on close, and I am going to take off the USB here. Perfect. So now I will be installing Windows 10 Internet of Things Enterprise Long-Term Service Channel on this PC. It's brand new. The SSD, it's fresh, it's clean, and the USB disk is the same USB disk that we just installed the Windows installation files. I'm just going to turn on the PC. We have the post. This is normal because the USB disk doesn't have the option for the old BIOSes and old processors for Windows 10, the fixes. So we will just have to wait. Plus I'm using a very cheap HDMI capture card, so there's a bit of that too, but it works. This is not the only way of having Windows 10 after October 2025. You can also use your Microsoft account to log in while on your own PC, which has Windows 10, and enable 1 year of free end of service updates. And it's only the first year that is free, but after that it is going to be paid. So I think it's $30 per year or something like that. So we have the Windows language to install English. We cannot change it. Like I said, it's this ISO, this Windows 10 edition is only available in English. Keyboard, we can change it. I'm not going to touch it. We are just going to click on next. Install now. Yeah, activate Windows. We are just going to click on I don't have a product key. So to activate your Windows, you can do it later. There is no problem. And you can use the website that I showed the link in the beginning. Again, I'm not going to say the name because Microsoft is really not happy about the website being talked about. Even though their own support team, they use the same website, the same method to activate the Windows for really old people when they call them. But it is what it is. Such is life. The big corporations, they have power over us. So two options we have: enterprise and Internet of Things enterprise. Like I said, in enterprise you can only use it till 2026, so 5 years of updates, and the Internet of Things 10 years, so till 2031. We are going to click on that. Next. Let's update it. We are just going to come to the end. I accept the terms. So you have two options. If you are installing this on a Windows 10 PC, you can try this, the very first one, the upgrade option, but as the editions are not the same, I don't think it's going to work. It's better to click on custom. So first things first, you need to be sure that you recovered all your important data before doing this installation, of course, on your SSD, on your hard disk, on your NVMe drive, and all your photos, videos, documents, everything, even like website bookmarks, because you can use your Mozilla account if you're on Firefox. But just make sure you are not losing any data if you are using the same hard disk, the same SSD. We are going to click on that. We are going to click on next. It is copying. This is going to take some time. I'm going to fast forward this, of course. But like I said, it's not the only way of having Windows 10. If you don't mind logging in with your own Windows 10, Microsoft Windows account, you can do that. I do have one, but I don't like to use it. It's like a really last resort. And like I said, my main PC is offline. I don't connect it online because I don't want anything to be changed. It is sad, but we have to do so many things to go around the conditions and the terms that are pushed onto us. But it is what it is. It is better to have two PCs if you are not limited by your budget. One laptop and one main PC. And we are finished. We are just going to take off the USB disk so that it doesn't get into a boot loop, and we are just going to click on restart now. The PC restarted. What I like about Linux is it's all free. So many distros, you can choose whatever you want. I use Zorin on my laptop. It's pretty light. You can also try Linux Mint. But for so many software, we are sadly prisoners of Microsoft. First things first, Photoshop, it's not on Linux. And many video editing software. You can find equivalent, like really close competitors on Linux, if you don't mind the learning process. Just a moment. We will be on the setup page, setup section of Windows 10. Okay, so first things first, I never connect my PC online when I'm installing a Windows 10, because the moment you do this, they are going to force you to use your Microsoft account, and if you don't have one, they are going to force you to make one. So we are just going to click on I don't have internet, even though we have. This is what I mean. So it is better if you don't want to be bothered by constant updates and reminders on logging into your Microsoft account. It is better to continue with limited setup. And I remember once I used my Microsoft account, and it was really hard to change password. It was really hard to change it. I had to do so many things. for a name. It is not letting us. I don't want to make a password. This is just for demonstration. I will take off the SSD and just format it again. As you realize on Windows 10 Internet of Things edition, you don't have Cortana, you don't have data questions, you don't have so many things. You don't have Microsoft Store, which is good. All the software you need, they have their proper installation wizards. They're exe. We call them exe because it's .exe files online on their web page or their own file hosting websites. I never used Microsoft Store. We are almost there. And there we have it. So maybe later. As you can see, we don't have sound. That is normal. We didn't do the updates. The very first thing you have to do after an installation is connect yourself, get online, and do the updates, necessary updates, because without these updates, Windows 10 cannot find what you have, what sound driver you have, what Ethernet or a Wi-Fi card you have. It doesn't know most of the time. On laptops it's a bit easier, but on a desktop, this is a desktop PC, it's a bit complicated. Yeah, because there's a GPU on this desktop and it doesn't have the driver, but it's okay. So there you have it. We have the Windows 10 that is supported till 2031, so 6 years from now, which is, I would say, still good. By then we can only hope Windows 11 is a lot better. We can only hope. You can use it for anything you want. Don't listen to others that say, no, you cannot use it for casual gaming, you cannot use it for web surfing, everything's reduced, everything's removed. Nothing is removed, it's just the bare essential. You have, it is not as fast, and it's almost the same speed wise, but you have a tiny bit of RAM available because it doesn't have Microsoft Store or the default apps. I can just show it from here. We have almost nothing. Like, there is nothing here. Accessories, administrative tools, ease of access, PowerShell, of course, and the system, yeah, command prompt and control panel. And this was just a short tutorial on how to continue using Windows 10 even after the supports end in 2026. You can try it on a fresh SSD. SSDs are pretty cheap nowadays. You can find for $5-10. If you want brand new, 15, 20, 25, depends on the brand and the capacity. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope I could teach how to continue using, because we don't have any other choice. Windows 11 is just a mess. It's a buggy mess. It is really slow. It is not responsive. It is wrong in every single way that we can imagine. Take care and bye bye.